Welcome to Sauce in the City late night comedy game show where me and my funny friends are bringing fun and games to late night TV. This is a live show, so if you have any little ones anywhere near, I'm the only one responsible for watching my mouth, so you might want to grab them some headphones or shuffle them into another room because it is about to go down.
Are you ready?
Hey, y'all. Sorry about that. My UPS man knocked hard as hell. Okay. So forgive my lateness, but you guys are tuning in to the Sauce in the City late night comedy game show. So everything might just be off a stitch. Well, what does every good game show need? Well, I will tell you, it needs contestants. So, hi, where are y'all from? Is how I would say it, probably not how the giraffe would say it. But when we introduce our cast, they're going to tell you where they're from and a little bit more about them. So, first up, we have Joey Lee. Hi, Joey.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mr. Clean. I'd like to introduce to you the great Joey Lee. Yeah! Yeah! It's great to be here, everybody.
You have the
Hi,
best hype
everybody. Hi,
man.
Brenda.
Hi, Joey. You have the best hype man online, Mr. Clean, fan flippin' tastic. Joey, it is always good to see you and always good to have you back. Tell us one thing in 30 seconds that you've been up to since the last episode.
Since the last episode, that was what, Sunday?
Yep.
It's Wednesday. Um, I've been working on some big shows, me and Phil. So I've been mainly spending my time on working on some big shows, not little shows, big shows.
Oh, wow. I am intrigued. All right. Well, Joey, your show and my show are is going to need some more people to play. So are you ready to meet some more of the contestants for tonight?
Bring them on. Bring
Let
them on.
let's do it. The one we'll see. Welcome back, sir. Remind
Hey,
the
what's up,
people.
Brenda?
Hey, remind the people tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond who you are and what are you doing here.
All right, so I am the one we'll see. Thank you for having me on. I'm a Dudas priest and entertainer. I do a lot of different podcasts and things like that. I love being here at Sauce in the City. This is a super fun show that's always a little bit different, no matter what the games are. It's always something fresh, something new, and so I love being a part of this here, Brenda. I really do.
Oh, well, we love having you. Your energy is infectious. And
Well, thank you.
I do have a question from the last episode, which is in 30 seconds or less, what is a Dudas priest?
Oh, great. So I am ordained through the Church of the Latter day Dude, which is a church that is based on the character The Big Lebowski, which is a Coen Brothers movie. It is the most chill, relaxed religion that you can be a part of. There's not a lot of oversight. There's not a lot of rules. I make it, I make it as I go. That's which is what we all should be doing, by the way. All of us individually should just be on our own spiritual path and not telling everyone else what theirs should be.
Oh my God, I could have used you today at work. So welcome to the
Oh,
show. I'm
great.
glad you made it.
Yeah,
Are you ready to meet some more of our cast for tonight?
absolutely.
Absolutely. All right, we have Mark. No last name, like share. Mark, welcome to the screen.
Oh, I'm happy to be here. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, and yeah, this looks like a real fun. It's going to be a fun night. I can already figure that out.
Well, first of all, shout out to your camera for being the first one to fail, but that's okay because we need one of those for every episode. You see, like an episode isn't complete until we've had some technical issues. So congratulations on bringing that so that we feel complete. Now, you skipped the part about introduce yourself to the room. So you did that already. So now I get to ask you what I get to ask every newbie that comes on this series, which is, what is your favorite game show or competition series?
That's a good question. Probably The Price is Right.
Okay, but the Bob Barker edition or the Drew Carey?
Bob Barker, because I grew up with Bob Barker.
Okay, seems like most of us did. And I'm with you. I'm a Bob Barker person. I think Drew Carey did a good enough job, but I'm still with Bob Barker. So very cool that we have that in common. Are you ready to meet some more castmates?
Yes, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, let's do it. Next up, we have JJ Jackson.
How's it going, everybody?
Hey,
Yay!
yay, woo! Yes, please. Sound effects.
I am from Louisiana, and I do stand-up. I'm a writer and comedian and musician, and I make crazy sketches and do my best to get banned from every social media site there is. So I work really hard on that. For things I've been up to is I started a Twitter account last week that said I'm going poop, I'll be back, and I've never been back. So that's helpful.
I've done that. I had
That's awesome.
a solo show called Social Media 911, and I did like 2 episodes, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to do it. And yeah, I didn't do it.
I feel it.
Well, welcome to the show that I do. I said do.
I see that.
And just for future reference, everybody, wait till I ask the question. That is for editing purposes so that I can snip that out and you can hear a clear intro and a clear answer.
I'm sorry that I failed you, Brenda. I'll do my best to do it again.
Please. The first episode wouldn't be right without it, okay?
Yeah.
So very cool, JJ. Welcome to the show. We are absolutely thrilled to have you, and thank you for saying yes. Are you ready to meet some more contestants?
Absolutely.
Perfecto. Next up, we got Randy Halton. Hi, Randy.
Hi, Brenda. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody.
You okay? Let me clear my throat. Na 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 na. Well, it's good to see you, Randy, and thank you for joining us for your 9 billionth episode. It's always good to see you. I got a question for you, same as with Joey. What have
Huh?
you been up to since our last episode in 30 seconds or less?
Well, I've been laying on the couch, drinking soda and watching TV.
What were you watching?
Reruns of Gunsmoke.
Oh God. That one's for you, Dad. Another Gunsmoke lover. Thank you for parting ways with your 100th time of watching Gunsmoke to join us for some jokes. Are you ready to meet some more of the cast?
Hell yes.
Hells yeah. All right, next up we got Damien. Hi, Damien.
What's up, people? What's up, new guys? Good to see you. How you doing, Brenda?
Oh my God, you have hair. Oh wow! I didn't think it grew. I thought,
It's not hair; it's fungus.
Okay, well that makes sense. Well, Damien,
You know that? I mean, that's you're going to ask me what I've been doing, and I haven't showered. I mean, this is what happens.
well, I
It's all
actually was
mold.
going to ask you, what have you been up to since the last time you were on the show?
Oh, I went to go get some free health. Well, Connie wanted me to go get some free health care, and I asked her how to do it, and she told me how to do it. So I've been in jail for the past couple of days.
Woo! Right on to free healthcare. Right on.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Silver lining.
I just
right?
called a cop. I called a cop a cunt, and he said I was disorderly and arrested me. And while I was in there in the medical, I said, "Look, I got a cavity back here." She goes, "All right, we'll get you right back in." It was cool.
Wow.
And I got to meet some of my old homies.
Okay, well, the things you find out on this show, we'll talk more about
No,
that
that's
later.
a bunch of horse shit. Connie tied me up and put a ball gag in my mouth and was going to put it on a Tinder account for me to see if she could catfish somebody.
Okay,
My wife.
well, we're going to cut it there because the show is only so long. So are you ready to meet some more contestants?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Get her done.
All right. Let's do it. Malfunction Junction. What's your function? What's going on?
Well, I'm just hanging out. What are you doing?
I am producing season 1, episode 19 of Sauce in the City late night comedy game show for all the people who are up in the middle of the night and ain't got shit else to do but tune in and watch us do what we do, which is, I don't know.
We about to fuck around and find out.
That's right. Popular phrase these days. So, Tony, 30 seconds or less, what have you been up to since the last episode?
Well, I went rock hunting with a riding mower yesterday, and I found a 5-pound dumbbell. Fucked that mower up. It was amazing. It stopped it dead. So now, because it wasn't my mower, and of course I would be the one to find that fucking. I've been wondering why God hates my life. That's what I've been doing since I've been off the show lately.
Oh, geez. What are we going to do with you?
I don't know. When you figure it out, let me know.
Your name says it all. Malfunction Junction. Are you ready to meet our last contestant?
Always.
Yay.
Okay, let's do it. Last but certainly not least is Stephen Douglas. Hey, Stephen.
Hey, everybody. It's good to be back here. Thank you, Brenda, for having me back on here again tonight. I'm looking forward for a great show. I love the new people we got here. I can't wait to hear what they got. And Malfunction Junction, I love your shirt. Send me one.
Okay. It's what it says. She's not a. There's the full thing there.
Okay, let's read it. She's not a dope whore. She's my wife. I love her.
Yep.
Is that what?
Yep, I love her.
Okay. Well, while we all digest that just a little bit, we're gonna hop in It's the sponsor spotlight. Whoa, 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 whoa. Talking about the sponsor spotlight, y'all.
Y'all.
We certainly love this part of the show because it allows us to highlight different faces, spaces, and places that we have bumped into along our way. This is a video that I love, and I keep playing it no matter what because I love it. So I hope you guys love it as much as I do. Shout out to Jim Zachary Jr. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
December 6, 2020 was a great night. It was the night that I was able to go and finally get on that stage in Vegas. It's a night that everybody looks forward to. I think back of that, I think that of a famous quote, Las Vegas is a place you go to escape reality, but the reality is that what happens there will follow you for the rest of your life. And that is definitely true in my case, and I hope it is in yours as well. So many games, so much fun, so much time I got to spend with Brenda Brown and the rest of the crew. What we were doing was big, it was exciting, it was a lot of fun. What we didn't know was what Brenda Brown was working on behind the scenes to make a bigger stage for all of us. Brenda Brown had a vision to bring everything from the screen to the stage, and so Sauce and City Live was born. From the pre-show promotions to the pre-stage bonding, so many comedians from all over the country gathered in one place, Las Vegas, all from the vision of one person. Brenda had a vision to take all the games that we played on screen and put them on the stage in Las Vegas. And Sauce in the City is still going strong today. This is the first annual comedy family reunion. Congratulations, Sauce in the City, for making it 4 years in service. Brenda believed it was important to give everybody the platform to shout out the people that truly inspire you. I'd like to take the time to shout out the people that truly inspired me during my stint with Sauce in the City. Jimmy Howell for introducing me to Sauce in the City. Charlie Mack for all the help behind the scenes. Darrell Hearns for the inspiration. Willie C. Smith, the Colorado comic, for his loyal support to the platform, Sauce in the City, and for all the guidance that he gives the newcomers. The very funny and amazingly talented Lisa Wood, and to the person that without none of this is possible, Miss Brenda Brown, aka the Chocolate Child. A very special thank you to UBSN TV, Roku, The Artifice Las Vegas, Sarah, your bartender, and Morpheus to provide the stage to make tonight possible. Congratulations, Sauce in the City. I can't wait to see what you do next.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Was the sponsor spotlight.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
whoa. About the sponsor spotlight, y'all.
Yeah.
And work. All right. Shout out to Jim Zachary Jr. for such an amazing video. We love him. Just so you guys all know, and the people tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond, we're actually on our 6th year, and we are trying to catch up with Kill Tony. They say they were in service like 16 years or something crazy before it happened for them. So, fingers crossed. All right. So we're going to move into our very first game, and this game is called a Blackout. And this game is where we definitely pick 2 comedians and they answer. Actually, no, that's the old rules. Actually, we will play a game of tapped in to figure out who is going to answer these 6 questions. We have 6 in all. This is a time for our comedians to earn points on the board. They will receive 1 point for everybody they can get to agree with them, and they will receive 5 bonus points if they get everybody on the screen to agree with them. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I needed some audibles there. All right. But beware, if nobody agrees with you, you black out and you're out of this game. Does everybody understand? This.
Yes.
Yes.
Don't start drinking.
All right. Okay. Making sure everybody.
I'm touching my nose.
Yeah, making sure everybody's on the same page. All right. So our very first game of Tapped In is going to be where we are going to ask a very simple trivia question. It's and no, it's not even a trivia question, because with trivia you got to think. In this game, it's a very easy question that everybody should know, and the first person that turns on their screen and yells "tapped in" or "tap in" will have the chance to answer the question and play for the points. Everybody understand me so far?
Yes.
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 All right. So everybody, let's start with our screens off. All right. Everybody's screens off. I still see faces, and I'm not sure why. Steven, are you frozen, or is there a reason your camera is still on, or what are we doing? Stephen Douglas, can you hear me?
I got it now. Yep.
Okay, so let's try to move a little faster. We only have so much time.
You had me stuck backstage.
I know where I had you. No matter if you're behind stage or on the camera, please follow the directions the same as if you
cut off my camera. If I'm behind stage, I can't do it.
Really? What
Okay,
kind
let's
of
move on. Come on.
guys?
Let's go on.
All right. Anyway, very easy, simple question. Let's see. Whoa. Okay, here we go. This is going to be a photo. Who is this?
Patty, I tapped in.
Perfect. Damien. Who is that?
Patty LaBelle.
You are absolutely correct. Ding, 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 ding. So you have a chance to answer this question. Everybody else in the studio, cameras on. All right, and let's see if we can find you a cool question. Oh, this is good. Taco bar or sushi bar? What do you think, Damien? Which one are you eating for 364 days?
Well, I know the taco bar is a great place to go pick up lesbians, but they don't put out. So I mean, I'm definitely with the sushi bar.
Oh,
plus,
man.
you got a whole lot of options. There's different flavors. You throw some wasabi on that shit. But what's more important is that most of the time I can't understand them when I'm ordering. I just tell them what I want, or that I got to give them a number. That's always fun. I'll have the number 5, and they go, "Oh, you got Daisuke Dragon." Okay, yep, that's it. That's what I want.
All right. Well, everybody in the studio, Damien has picked sushi bar. If you agree with him, leave your cameras on to show solidarity. And if you decide to go taco bar, cameras off at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. So, how do you think you did, Damien?
I think everyone turned their camera on, but Joey.
And why do you think Joey?
Because I know he likes tacos. I've heard it in his set before.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see how you did. Dun, da, da, da. Booyah! Joey is the only one that saved you from having a blackout. So, Joey, let us know. Sushi over tacos?
My wife is Chinese. Need I say more?
That's racist,
I
Joey.
do want to put soy sauce and wasabi together because wasabi is really spicy.
It is.
It indeed is. All right,
And you know what?
Damien.
That was kind of like a moment. That was kind of a moment where I knew Joey was in there somewhere. Thank you, Joey.
You're welcome.
I
We'll
called
go
it
out
out
for
before I knew
tacos
it.
later.
I knew you.
Okay,
You
so
saved me,
that
my brother,
means,
my
Damien,
brother.
you have 1 whole point.
Hell
Because
yeah.
Joey Lee has saved your buttocks. All right, everybody, cameras off. We are about to ask the next magical question, but this time we have our celebrity guest back on the stream. Oh boy.
Hi.
Oh boy.
Oh,
I'm
oh,
having a heart attack.
dude. No way.
I thought I kept I thought I ruined it because I kept putting you on the screen accidentally. Oh my god, we're gonna have to do something with your mic. Hold on a second. Don't move. All right, I think we're good.
I tried to reboot and it's on regular level, or it's on the setting for it to automatically level.
Okay, so we're doing good now. So Mark Kidwalk Britton, welcome back to the show.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yo, you're what? So we are on. Oh my god, that is going to kill me. What is that sound?
Is it crackling? Is it crackling on my end?
Yes, hold on just a second. Just stay put. All right. What now? Say hello.
Hello, everyone.
So much better. All right. So we are at the part of the show where we are going to do the tapped in, which is the game with the really simple question mark. Like this question has to be so simple that my amoeba could probably get it correct. Okay, so we are going to have to play tag team as well with your mic, Mark. Try to say that 6 times, Mike, Mark. All right, so I'm going to mute you when I am talking so that our mics don't compete. And when I bring you to the screen, you're going to unmute your mic and you're going to ask this very simple trivia question. Put your finger on your nose if you understand what I said, Mark Britton. Perfecto.
Now I'm supposed to talk right now. This is
Yes.
You sound
Ask
good.
the question.
it sounds okay. All right. Apparently, it's just mine and her mic that's having the problem. Maybe I'm confused. I had the question, or you have the question?
You have the question. Think of something very simple, a simple question. And when I unmute your mic, don't say anything else. Just ask the question.
Who was the center square person on the Brady Bunch?
Tap
in.
All right, Joey Lee, very good.
It was the father.
Tap in.
Tap in. Yeah, that's the wrong answer.
Hold on.
Center square.
Wait. You guys have to let me run the game.
Oh, Alice.
You already answered incorrect, and now you gave somebody else the answer. But we will reset because Joey got it incorrect. Please wait until I ask the question. Okay, everybody screens off. Mark Britton, when I bring you back to the screen, nothing else, ask the simple question. Ready?
Who was the pig on Green Acres?
Tap in Arnold.
Tap in.
Again, hold on, Joey. The rules of the game are you have to wait for me to ask you. Do not blurt the answer out until I say, Joey Lee, what's the answer?
Okay.
All right.
Every episode.
No.
Every
Now we're going to try
episode.
again. Everybody, cameras off.
Oh my God.
One more time. Joey
How are
is giving out all kinds of opportunities to win. Mark.
Oh my God.
Britton, it's on you.
What was the occupation of JJ from Good Times?
Tap in.
Tap in.
All right, Joey Lee is the first one to tap in. All right, Joey, what is the answer?
He didn't have a job.
All right, let's
I mean,
see.
that's what I thought.
Britton, what is the answer?
Wasn't an artist?
Maybe.
Yes. He was an artist.
Which meant he didn't have a job.
You can look at that both ways. I could see that. I could see how that is.
Okay, Mark, it's up to you. Will you take that or do we reset?
No, I won't take that.
Yes.
All right, we are going to
Yes.
reset everybody. And this time I'm going to take the second person who turns their camera on and screams locked in if the first person does not get it correct. So please don't blurt out the answer and give it to someone else. Everybody with me so far?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Mark Britton, your turn.
I'm asking the question again.
Yes, always.
How many questions will I ask? I'm just curious.
All of them, the entire episode.
Oh, poor Mark.
Okay,
Special
all right.
guest.
Hang on 1 second. I'm a comedian. I'm not a trivia guy. I'm trying to think.
No trivia. No, it doesn't have to be a. It isn't a trivia question. It is a basic question, like what color is an iPhone? What color is the sky? What color is grass? The simple question. The simpler you can make it, the faster this is gonna go. All right, Mark.
What kind of exam do you need after you're 50 if you're a male?
Tap in.
Tapped in.
Tap in.
So JJ is first, and then the Doc Will See is next if JJ doesn't get it correct. JJ, what is the correct answer?
If you're lucky, it'll be your prostate. Don't tell me, I wait.
Is that correct, Mark?
Yes. Yes.
Perfect.
Yay!
Got one. All right, JJ. Here goes your question. Boop, 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 boop.
What is the strangest thing I've eaten for breakfast? Okay. The strangest thing I've eaten for breakfast is leftover Burger King that was in a car for 3 days after a show, and it tasted like the sushi that this gentleman wanted me to go eat at. So that was the The mayonnaise was a little warm, so there was that. And I think it really tested my resolve. And then I knew that I would probably have to get my prostate examined after that because there's new things in my body.
Oh, God. All right. Everybody in the studio, you hear JJ Jackson's prowess for 3-day-old food. If you have eaten something that is 3 days old, like JJ here, leave your cameras on to show solidarity.
It's important to mention that it was under the car seat in the summer heat too.
Okay, if you are never eating anything that is 3 days old, turn your cameras off, and then we'll get to the reasons why. At the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so how do you think you did, JJ?
Well, I think if I'm with a lot of brave men in this audience, they've probably all left their camera on. And if I'm with people that have stomach issues, it might be off. So I'm not certain. So really, if they don't have their cameras on, they're cowards, Brenda. They're cowards. Let's see what we're dealing with.
Let's see what we're dealing with here.
Boom, men.
Yeah.
All right.
Of course, Joey's not there. Of course.
You got 4. You got actually 5 because Mark Britton, even though he can't talk, he can still use his camera, and his camera is on.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points on the board, JJ. And you got 2 people that are like, yeah, not doing that. And our first one is Mark, camera on. You're not eating anything after 3 days?
I got Crohn's, so I don't mess with foods that have been sitting around for 3 days. No.
Oh, okay. Well, it kills me that you have that because nothing is like a 3-day-old burger. Let me tell you. All right, Joey Lee, camera on. You're not eating anything after 3 days or 3 days?
I went to Japan and several times, and in the hotel they had a buffet, and on one side was like American food, bacon, sausage, etc. On the other side was Japanese breakfast, which was miso soup and seaweed and sushi and all kinds of crazy stuff that we don't eat in the United States. So that was the weirdest breakfast I had.
Okay, but would you eat anything over 3 days old? You said no.
Lily won't let me. After 2 days, she throws it out. So it doesn't make 3 days, and it definitely won't make 3 days in a car. She'll sell the car.
All right. Well, you got 6 points on the board, JJ. It is time for all of us to reset our streams. So cameras off, and time for us to play another round of tap in. All right, Mark Britton, this one is on you. Simple question. Let's go.
Wait a minute, me again? I mean, okay, hang on. All right. All right. Hang on. All right. There's a cartoon called Dragon Ball Z, which I did the voices for. All right. They're looking for a set of Dragon Balls. How many of them are there? They're looking for.
Tap in.
Tap in.
That's right. We'll see. The one we'll
20,
see.
26.
Nope.
Okay. Let's see if
Dang
that
it.
is the correct answer.
Nope.
No.
For shame.
Nobody else. And JJ.
Tap in.
All right. Joey Lee. How many?
Oh, JJ.
6.
All right.
Nope.
That's the number of voices you do. That's how I figured.
Nope.
Oh boy. I see
It's a
this
bunch
is
of old
gonna
men.
be on me. All right, everybody screams
Men.
off. We are going to be here all night. You two, just
That's
go ahead
okay.
and play with the rest of everybody else. All right. What color is a Tootsie Roll wrapper?
Tap in.
The one
Tap
will
in.
see what color?
Brown.
That is correct. Thank you.
Yay!
All right, let's get
I'm a
on
wiener.
to these questions. All right, here we go. This is our third one. Who else turns on the TV just to sit on the bed with your phone and not even watch it? So the one we'll see, do you just turn on the TV for background noise while you're on your phone?
I mean, yeah, we also have dogs, so I mean, we pretty much have a television running 24/7, so that there's always a voice, no matter if someone's awake or here or whatever. So yeah, our television's always on, always.
You know what? You brother from a different because my television screen never goes off, and not if I can
Yeah,
help it. And then if it does, I play it on my phone. Must have background noise. All right, everybody in the studio, if you agree with the one we'll see, and you just leave your TV on for the sake of leaving it on, leave your screens on to show solidarity. If you say that's too much electricity to be wasted, turn your screens off at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, so how do you think you did?
I think I got the majority. If I got the majority, I'll be happy.
Well, let's check it out. Oh, not quite. You got 3 points, though. You got 3. So, Stephen Douglas, you leave your TV on just for the sake of leaving it on?
I do, because I have animals. I got a dog, and well, now I got a brand new kitty. I picked him up yesterday, so I have a cat, a dog, and 2 birds. So I leave them on. They're not alone and feeling sad and lonely. So I leave it on all the time.
Really, that makes a difference, huh?
Makes a big difference. Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to. Yeah.
Yeah. When the TV's on, they don't destroy the house because they can sit and, believe it or not, watch TV.
All right. Randy, you leave your TV on too?
I sure do. I mean, I go to sleep and I wake up and the TV's on, or the damn TV, it's a smart TV, turns itself off. I'm like, what's up with that?
You got to fix the settings. David,
Yeah, got to dumb it down.
you leave the TV on?
Oh yeah, absolutely. The dog's Chief. He doesn't know what to do if there ain't constant noise. So, right, Chief.
Okay. Yeah, I remember. Okay.
Chief.
Look at the puppies. All right. Well, you got, wait a minute. Who was I just talking to and where did he go? JJ, right?
What?
You just were talking to Damien.
Yep.
No, oh no. The question though was to who? Will?
Me.
Will.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Will, you got 3 points.
Yep. 3. Yep.
Set the screen. Everybody, cameras off. Let's on our 4th question. Very simple tap in question, which is going to be, what platform are we using right now?
Tap in.
Tapped in.
JJ, quick on the trigger. I thought I'd be dead. He put the question to my head, and here is what he said. What platform are we using?
SteamYard, and there's a duck in the corner, and it says it in my thing.
Ayo. All right, JJ. Question back to you. Very nicely done. Very quick. Oh, here's an easy one. All
May I
right.
ask you a question? He did it before. Does he have to do it twice?
Yes, he didn't
Okay.
black out.
Okay.
One must go forever. Ribs, steak, shrimp, or fried chicken. What is off the menu for you, JJ?
Shrimp. Shrimp don't cry when you eat it. You know what I mean? Like, I want something that I know hurts, and I know that its tears will fill me up with joy. And shrimp, what is that? Shrimp is that's just soft rocks. Nobody wants to eat soft rocks, Brenda. We want things that scream.
I don't like shrimp myself, so I'm in agreement with you. So everybody else in the studio that agrees with JJ Jackson, leave your cameras on to show solidarity. But if you like shrimp and something else gotta go, cameras off at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. So how do you think you did, JJ?
I mean, I had a bunch of soldiers with me last time, so I think I got a majority. And if not, again, cowards, Brenda, cowards. Nobody wants to hang out with people that eat soft rocks. That's for the disabled. That's for the disabled.
Let's check out how you did, JJ. You are funny. All right. So actually, you got half and half, which are really kind of cool because it's really okay. So let's go with the half that agreed with you. First, it's Mark. Mark, you say shrimp gotta go?
Yeah, for someone with Crohn's, you don't mess with shrimp. It's bad for
Wow.
you. Yeah.
What can you like eat?
Like fruits and vegetables that are cooked, and fruits and stuff like that. Bread.
Do any of those scream?
Pasta. No, they don't scream.
I think the bananas do. Okay. All right, Randy. You're saying the shrimp gotta go?
Oh my God.
Yeah, send the shrimp back to the sea. We're talking meat here. Chicken, fried chicken. Fried chicken's gotta stay. Shrimp, I can take or leave them.
Okay. How about you, Stephen Douglas?
I am a surf and turf guy. I would eat shrimp all day, along with the steak and the chicken and everything else. But if I had to choose out of all 4 of those, I would get rid of the shrimp because I like the steak and chicken a little better, I guess. But yeah, I'll get rid of the shrimp just for the sake of helping them out. But I'd eat it. I can use it.
You're like, just to help him out.
Surf and turf guy all the way.
I love the game that works together. All right, Mark Kidwalk Britton. You say the shrimp's gotta go, huh?
Yeah. I just think it's funny. No, I don't do it because they scream. The shrimp do scream, by the way. They have a higher pitched voice, and my ear is attuned to the frequency that they scream at. So it's okay. They just scream annoyingly. So he's kind of right. So in the end, but I mean, I do like all of the other 3. I think I've gone a year without eating shrimp before. I think it's possible. Not the other 3 though.
Okay. I'm much of a don't eat the shrimp girl myself. So JJ, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 points on the board. We are on our 5th question. Everybody, cameras off. We are gonna go to another tap in, but this time we're going to see if anybody in the audience decided to leave us a question. Oh, here you go. Michelle Laird has a question for you all. How old do you have to be to be president?
Tapped in.
Tapped in.
Oh, what is that noise? Okay. All right, JJ, you are quick on the button. You are too quick for words, my friend. So, how old do you have to be president?
You have to be 35. You have
30?
to be at least 35 years old. If you're 34, evidently you're too stupid. But as soon as you turn 35, you got it on lock.
Okay. Everybody, does anybody know if he's right?
Yeah,
He's right. He's right.
Yeah, that's correct.
Kennedy. Well, no, Kennedy, and then Obama. I think was the youngest. Finally, it was Kennedy, and I think now then Obama.
Yeah, Kennedy was the one that got shot.
Well, JJ,
Jesus.
I think we know that. Thank you for the new information.
you got it right,
welcome.
JJ. So your question is, which is a worse shopping experience for you? A, walking into a store that's understaffed, or B, walking into a store with plenty of employees with zero work ethic. What do you think?
Well, I, being from Louisiana, I often eat at Popeyes. And so I would have to say a whole staff full of people that don't give a shit is really a lot worse. Like when you pull up and they just go, yo, what do you want? And you say, well, I would really like some fried chicken. They say, we ain't got that. And then you're like, well, what about some wings? And they say, we ain't got that either. And then you're like, yo, can I get some mac and cheese? And they're like, nah, bruh, go somewhere else. I don't like that.
Oh, dang. All right, everybody else in the studio. If you agree with JJ and you think the worst shopping experience is to walk into a room full of people who ain't doing jack shit, leave your cameras on in solidarity. If you think that it's even worse than that to walk into a store that has all your favorite items that you don't know where they're at, but they have nobody in there to help you check out, cameras off. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, very interesting. Okay. How do you think you did? What do you think on this round?
I'll say unless everyone is over 70 and doesn't know how to look at stuff, then I should have won. And so hopefully I got my soldiers with me, my dogs on the side. And if not, we got a bunch of people that are just pre-geriatric and they're just giving up on life. And that's disappointing to everyone involved.
Well, let's check it out.
Boom.
You got almost everyone. Almost everyone. It seems like Mark Kidwalk Britton was the holdout.
Did I misunderstand the question? Did I misunderstand the question? Maybe I mean I didn't understand. I'm okay with looking for my own stuff. Should I have left my camera on? Did I do it wrong?
Yes, it was. If you think
all right, cool. Then my meds kicked in, and sorry.
Well, because his meds kicked in at the wrong moment, JJ, he cost you 5 points, 5 bonus points. So
right.
No.
Now you can come to get your own stuff.
I got confused. I got so confused.
All right, you guys, this is our last.
How many points did he get?
Oh, he got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, and then last time was 3?
No.
Last was 3 and then 6.
Yeah, but
no, last was 4.
Yeah, 6, 3, 7. Okay, I got it. Okay, just trying to keep count.
You know what might help with the scoreboard? Maybe
I got an orange one.
Now this is not the time for sensible solutions.
All right, guys, cameras off. And here's our last captain question.
Yeah.
So I hope that somebody can beat JJ because he is running away with the pocketbook.
He is.
All right. Let's see if someone in the audience asks us a question. Oh, Michelle Laird left another egg in our basket. So here we go. What color is Barney?
Kevin.
Kevin.
Purple.
God
I'm sorry.
dang it, he is running away with the with the pot.
He's also not waiting till the question's finished.
I can read. Don't get mad that I can read.
We generally wait for Brenda to finish her question because otherwise she yells at us.
Okay. You can yell at me, Brenda, if you want.
You can yell at
Yeah,
me,
she's not yelling at you because you got that cute bald head. That's why you don't get yelled at, JJ.
I even shined the light on it.
Okay, hold on. So
You live
let
in,
me
Denver,
get
right?
this together. Hold on.
I'm sorry.
In Tap In, you answered the question as quickly as possible. If you what JJ Jackson did is he understood the assignment. So therefore, now that he understands the assignment, he does it faster than the rest of you. So,
Just for clarification.
last question, as he's taking all of our money, but don't worry, there's plenty of opportunities to catch up, so worry not. I know it may seem like he has a big jump on y'all, but we have rigged the game to where you guys can catch up if you're not all that quick on the button. All right, JJ, last question. Oh, crud, I forget all these people. I know. Woo. All right. So would you choose this Viper over the $50,000 cash that it cost back in the year that it was made? What do you think?
Is it free?
Free.
Okay, I would take the $50,000 cash because the Viper is going to have a high insurance rate, and also I like to drink and drive, so that wouldn't last very long. Whereas if $50,000, I could pay someone with a Viper, say like $50 to borrow it, so I could pick up hotties on the way home. That's what I would do.
Okay. Well, everybody in the studio, if you would take the $50K free and clear, leave your screen on to show solidarity. But if you would take the car and maybe go and drink, drive, and find hotties, camera off at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I don't know if this is strategy or not, JJ. Well, how do you think you did?
Well, okay, I'll say it like this: if my soldiers are with me, we're going party, we're going drink with that $50K. If the cowards are just blacking me out and just trying to ruin it, then they're going to drink and drive, and they're going to hit a pole, and then they're going to be on a commercial that nobody wants to see. Oh, no. So, however it goes.
Okay. Well, let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, no, 3 people, actually 4, because I think the one we'll see agreed with you, but something happened to his camera. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, sorry.
So you have 4 that agreed with you and said they take the $50K, but I'm always interested in the opposition. So Mark, camera on. You're going to take the Viper. Tell us why.
Because I would resell the Viper, and it's probably worth more than $50K nowadays because it's probably got no miles on it too, right? It's a 0 mile car. Yeah.
And it looks
100.
pretty old, so it looks like it would be a classic by now, right?
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Definitely
And the
get the car.
insurance would be dirt cheap because it's a classic. So that's just a little thing for
Historical
y'all.
plates.
That's right, Mark. Randy, you said, give me the car, huh?
Oh, no, I'm taking the cash.
Take the money.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. My fault.
The car is
I'll be
dangerous. I mean,
I'll be back to you. Stephen Douglas,
Okay.
camera on.
Yeah.
So you decided so you decided to take the car.
Yeah, I decided to take the car because I agree that it would definitely be a classic, and if you saved it, you know, I'm a car enthusiast, so to speak. Not that I would have driven that car, but I know the value in 20 years of that car would have jumped to probably 150,000 if it had very low miles on it, not a scratch on it, and that's how I would have preserved that car. So I would have definitely took the car. That's an
Heck
investment.
yeah. That's how they do Hot Wheels. So
Yeah.
very nice. Damien, camera on. You take the car.
Oh, hell yeah, I'd take the car. The money can always be made, 50,000, you know. I mean, hell yeah, I'm taking the car. And probably back in that year, I probably didn't even have the car. I mean, shit, I'm 52 now. Yeah, I'd probably take the car back then.
There we go. Malfunction junction, camera on. You're going to take the car.
Absolutely. Any amount of money that I would acquire and child support is going to prison fuck me to death You know what I mean? That's what's going on. And I can't even. Y'all say the money could be made. I can't even afford to breathe right now for real. And that car, I believe, I would look good in that car wrapped around a tree. You know what I'm saying? Just be a good way out.
Right.
Love a good suicide joke.
JJ, you got 4 more points to add to your score. Joey, Lee.
20 total.
Oh God. Woo. Y'all gotta hurry up now. Now, but here's the cool part. In this next segment, which is USA Trivia, which is an interactive comedy trivia game where the people tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond can comment to help our cast out to get the correct answer. And if they get the right answer, our contestant scores 0 points. Gotta slow them down. But if they get it incorrect, then the contestant wins 5 points. So this is an all or nothing round. And the really cool part about this is that I was about to put y'all name together. JJ Britton. I don't even know who that is, but Mark Kidwalk Britton is our soul guy that we have asked to come and join the show with us and to scope you guys out and decide which one of you guys he would like to have asked the trivia question, and tell us why you picked that person. Mark Kidwalk Britton.
All right, I'm gonna pick the dude that has the hat on with the shirt with
the favorite cover. My favorite number 5.
Okay,
no, that's not you. That's not you. It's the guy. Where is he? He's got the hat.
That's Tony.
Tony.
All right,
That's the
Tony
guy.
Klein. All right, Tony, you get to pose your question.
All right, guys. In what country is it illegal to pretend to practice witchcraft, but perfectly legal to practice witchcraft? Is it A, Canada, B, America, or the USA, or C, Brazil?
Okay, we got the first part of that. Please, everybody, keep their cameras in the spot that's requested. Do not keep blinking your cameras. You make me lose my place. All right, Malfunction Junction. One more. Don't talk. Ask the question again.
Can I go now? Is that now?
Yes.
Okay. In what country? I'm gonna do it slow too. In what country is it illegal to pretend to practice witchcraft, but perfectly legal to practice witchcraft? Is it A, Canada, C, or B, Australia, or America? Sorry, I said America first. Or C. What did I say for C, guys? C, that's what happens when
Brazil.
Brazil.
All right, you guys, you see what happens when you ask the question so slow, even you forget what the answers are. So you guys have the 3 answers and you have the question. I'm going to put 30 seconds on the clock. Please remember to watch your mics and let each other talk. And you guys are going to come to one answer. When you guys have figured out the one answer, you guys will all turn off your screens and yell locked in. Everybody with me?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
These are 30 seconds on the clock. Let the conversation begin.
Brazil.
It's Brazil.
Yeah, they practice
Brazil,
putting
lock
pins
in.
in meat dolls and stuff like that.
I don't think it's Brazil.
I don't know. Yeah, this sounds like some Canada shit all day to me. Like,
I think so.
to be
I think
honest.
it's Canada. I think it's Canada.
Yeah. I feel like it's Canada.
Because he forgot Brazil the second time.
Right.
I think it's
We'll
Canada.
remember the correct
Yeah.
answer, right?
Yeah.
I think it's
Remember the correct
Canada.
Well, I did that once just to throw people off. They believed it. They go, "Oh, he forgot the answer. It can't be that one."
I'm going to go with America.
Not everyone's as autistic as Joey.
Okay.
I didn't know
I
that.
love
Stick with
it.
you.
I love
Go along with
it.
whatever.
10
Are we
seconds
locking?
on
What are we gonna go with?
You think you I don't
I'm
know.
with I'm with
out.
Canada. Locked in.
I say Canada. Lock in.
All right. We'll do
America
Canada.
locked in.
Even though it's Brazil.
Canada, what do you think? Do you think it's Canada? Look at Joey's gonna be right. Watch. Here we go. Canada.
It is Brazil.
All right.
Damn it.
They went with Canada, even though they think it's Brazil. So tell them the right answer, Malfunction Junction.
No, that was a big clusterfuck if I've ever seen one, but it is Canada. It is illegal
Yeah.
to pretend to practice witchcraft, but you can practice witchcraft. Like, you can summon Satan if you want to. It's perfectly fine. It's like South Park made them big. You know what I mean?
That's insane.
Wow.
It's
I would have never
insane.
guessed that.
All right.
Wow.
We
Well,
did it.
Well, he got
the
no
cat-
points.
Actually, well, you guys say Canada, even though you thought it was Brazil. So
That's
you
right.
guys got it correct, and Joey Lee is correct. He got 0 points because you guys got it right. Now you guys must decide. Everybody, cameras on. Now you guys must decide. 30 seconds on the clock. Whether Malfunction Junction, everybody, cameras on. We'll do 3 minutes of comedy or 3 minutes of something else. And actually, I'm going to call an audible because that's what my co-host is here to do. Mark Kidwalk Britton.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you are my sole decider because that's what I've called you here to do. And that's what I've called you here every month to do, is to just be the decider. You are the decider in this so that we can keep it kind of moving. So what do you want to see Malfunction Junction do? Do you want to see him do 3 minutes of comedy or 3 minutes of something else as decided by the cast?
Oh, as decided by the cast. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and go with comedy. He seems like he's got a unique sense of humor, so I want to hear what he's got for 3 minutes. I kind of
Isn't it so juicy when you just think that they have this great like sense of humor, like you could see it in there and you're like, yeah, I want to see more of that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. He had a swagger about him when he was delivering some comedy earlier. So I wanna see how he goes.
Ooh, some swagger.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's do it then. Malfunction Junction. 3 minutes on the clock. Doesn't have to be jokes, but please let it be funny. Let the funny begin.
Well, you only live once unless you got Narcan, and you get like 4 more fucking tries. So when I was out in Madness, if it's not inherently obvious, I used to do a lot of fucking drugs. You know, that was a thing for me. And when I was at Madness, I would trade jerky. Like I would make beef jerky, deer jerky, and it doesn't make a fuck what season it was. We don't have to talk about when the deer was shot. We just made the jerky and traded it for meth. I had a guy give me considerable amounts of meth for jerky too. It was great. I take a pound of jerky up there and get like 3.5 ounces of meth. Well, I took a batch, and he asked me if I knew about rabbits. Like, you ever had any rabbit? Now, I didn't know a fucking thing about hunting rabbits at all. Like, but my meth brain was like, yeah, you got this shit. Fucking yes, fucking ain't right, I do. So I have 3.5 ounces of meth. I've been awake for 2.5 weeks, and I'm in the woods, armed with a little .22 revolver and a huge knife. And I have not got the first fucking rabbit at all. It never occurred to me once that you need like traps and dogs and shit like that. I didn't even think about it. I'm just going to wander the fucking woods, twacked out of my mind. We're going to get some rabbit. That is not how that went down. So I'm freaking out and starting to, really panic. They're like, man, oh my God, what am I going to do? Then I happened upon a stray. And I I was like, fuck, I can't get any rabbits. I can fucking catch a cat. And I did. So I'm going to tell you now, there's only one way to skin a cat. That's correctly. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. All right. They say there's more than one way to skin a cat, and you're fucking up. There's only one way, and that's correctly. Okay? And when you skin the cat, you can't tell no difference in that and a rat. And when it's already jerky, shit, he fucking had no idea. So I presented him this jerky, and he had tears like fucking just streaming down his face, and he was crying. This is the greatest shit I've ever. I need all of the rabbit. I say less. Okay. Now listen, I'm sorry. I didn't realize how bad my life had spiraled out of control until I saw the flyers. There were missing cat flyers like all over the fucking neighborhood. I was supposed to stick to strays in my head. That's what I thought I was doing. No, I was feeding my dealer pussy for drugs. And I about committed like a full-on genocide cat. I just about took him the fuck out. About made him extinct in Tennessee. It was fucked up. It was really, really bad. Now it was too. I took a bite. I'm not going to be that guy that just feeds you some shit and not eat it too. And you know what I mean. And it does not taste like chicken. I don't give a fuck what it tastes. It tastes like cat, and it don't taste like pussy. It tastes like cat.
I think the dog is jealous.
Oh, geez.
All right.
So I was like, I want some of that pussy.
That was the comedic stylings of our guy, Malfunction Junction. And there is only one comment that I really want to know about, which is Mark Britton, which is why I brought you here. So
Yes.
what do you think about that? Give Tony a little bit of feedback.
That was really good. I've judged the World Series of Comedy like 4 times in Vegas, and that was some really good material I heard there. There's not many times you get to hear meth material. Meth is a very untouched thing on stage. Not many comics have the meth humor. You know what I mean? But everybody gets it from Breaking Bad, and apparently they like the humor of you eating the cats, you're eating the dogs, you're eating the cats. Apparently, that's what they like. They like that type of humor now.
So do you think he could make it in the World Series of Comedy, Mark?
Do you have 25 minutes?
Yeah, I could.
Yeah,
I could do that for sure. Yeah, most I've done. The longest one. Did you ask how long I was doing meth or comedy? Because it cut out.
How long have you been doing comedy?
I've been doing comedy for a little over 3 years now.
Okay. I noticed the winners are usually between 6 and 7 years. Is how long they've normally been doing it, and they're because they're looking for people who can do but I mean the networking that you can get and the experience you can get, trying to go as far as you can. The judging is pretty neutral. I mean, I've been doing it the last 4 years, and I haven't seen any tampering, and everybody who we all agreed, oh yeah, that's the person that should win. That's the person that ended up winning.
So just in your professional opinion, of the 3 minutes that he gave you, does he have what it takes?
Does he have what it takes to get into the World Series of Comedy? Yes, to definitely make it to the finals. From his city, whatever city he's in. Yeah, probably most likely.
Win the satellite, I guess is what they would say, right?
Yes, in one of the satellites. Yes.
Well, very nice. Thank you so much, Mark. This is what I've asked you to come to the show to do. Is to
he was prepared. He was very prepared. That's what I loved about him, is that he was very prepared.
And weird enough, I'll let him tell you, but check this part out. All right, Malfunction Junction. Let the people tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond know where they can find more of you.
So I am on Facebook, can be found on TikTok. Just type in my name, Tony Klein. It's spelled like, Calvin Klein, but without the money. And I never write I never prepared anything. I'm just as surprised as y'all are half the time about a lot of the shit that I say. But one thing that I do have is life experience, and that's what all my comedy is based on. It's just spur of the moment. I can draw from a memory, and I can pretty much tell you how it went down. My accounts are usually pretty good. There's a lot of people that
I like your accent. Where's it from?
Well, oddly enough, I have an origin story from Texas, but I am not from Texas. I've been to Texas once, and I fucking hated it. But it's West Virginia and Tennessee.
In interest of
Virginia?
the time of the show, stay tuned to the green room. You guys can figure all that stuff out, because it is now time for us to jump not into the one Will C's head, and not into Malfunction Junction's head, but into the 3 minutes Sit the Fuck Down Chair interview. These are dynamic and funny interviews from our funny friends. And I believe I picked Mark as our interviewer of choice. All right, Mark, tell us a little bit. Have you had any experience in interviewing people or no?
Yeah, I had a show in college where I would interview people like locals at Kent State, and it went over pretty well. I don't know if I could still do that. That was like a long time ago.
Well, I hear it's like riding a bike. So let's see if you can conjure up some memories, and
All
then
right.
you can tell me which person on the board from tonight that you want to do the interview with. And it's totally up to you. And you do have to tell us why.
The one Will C. He seems like an interesting person.
Okay. Always good to know. The one Will C. All right, everybody else, sit back and enjoy these 3 or 4 or 5 minutes. And the one Will C. I got to get that together. You will be the interviewed of the night. So are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to pose the first question to you, the one Will C. And because this is your second interview, I can't ask you the same question that I asked before. So I'm going to call an audible. And actually, I am going to ask you, how about this? Tell us about the first time that you ever had to change your comedy set in the middle of the set.
In the middle of the set?
So let's say you were in the middle of your set and kids walk by. Have you ever had
no. Actually, I got a better one than that. This was in 2023. It was the Sioux Falls edition of Last Comic Standing. And it was like 450 people for that night. And I started my set by tripping over a speaker behind me. So the first laugh of my set was at my expense and not at one of my jokes. So that's how the set started. And then I got into some of my material, got a couple, beginner laughs, which was all right. And then I started doing my Catholic jokes that I had planned, which the first one got a groan. And I looked at that crowd of 450 people and I said, you go ahead and groan. That's as good as laughter to me. And then they groaned 3 or 4 more times. And then someone from the balcony shouted, "Move on!" And instead of like those groans were getting so serious that instead of like going after the heckler, I was like, no, yeah, you're probably right. I should move on. We should go a different direction from here.
Well, thank you for that story and being so candid. All right,
yeah,
Mark,
oh yeah.
3 minutes on the clock to get down to the bottom of it all.
All right. How old were you when you had your first experience with another person in a sexual manner?
Willingly or not?
Oh my
Because those are two different answers, my friend.
Willingly.
13. 30. I was like a month away from turning 14.
Wow.
But yeah, I was 13. I was the early starter.
How old was the other person?
Oh yeah, no, it was totally illegal. She was in her 20s. She was like either 21 or 22. Like I had sex with a lot of older women when I was younger. Like when I was a teenager, like I hung out with people that were at least 5 years older than me. Because those were the ones that could get alcohol. Because like I was a fall down drunk at like 14. Like at 14, I was like full blown alcoholic. I'm not even kidding. Like I was passing out before school on the steps before in junior high. It was ridiculous. Like,
Did you graduate high school?
fuck, dude, is that a serious question? What kind of question is that, Mark? Did you hear the last thing I just said, Mark? Fuck no, I didn't graduate high school. I did, however, get my GED faster than my senior compadres got their diplomas. I will say that. I actually, because I went to 4 different high schools, and then I went to two different schools my senior year. I didn't finish my senior year. Halfway through the year, I went over to the college and I just took my GED test, so I didn't have to go to school anymore. I was like, I'm fucking done with this. I can't stand this anymore.
All right. So you did have some college too then?
I mean, kind of a little bit. I mean, I've taken some post-secondary courses. Like my high school had the ability to take some, but it wasn't like accredited kind of stuff. It was just like I got a welding certificate. I've been a certified nurse aide, but that was actually my first real job, was a certified nurse aide. I got certified when I was 15. I actually had to wait until I turned 16 to get a job. I wasn't age qualified.
Did you have to clean up poop when you were a nurse?
Oh yeah. And actually that helped me a lot in my late teens and early 20s, because if you've cleaned up the shit of like a 400-pound man, there's not a baby diaper in the world that phases you, bro. And if you can change a baby's diaper, there's the chick out there that will fall in love with you today. Like, I'm telling you, that's
some good dating information there.
Yeah. It is what it is,
What else do I have for you today? What was your favorite movie of all time?
Gosh, of all time?
Yeah.
Of all time, man, that's so impossible for me. I'm a big movie buff, huge movie buff. So that is incredibly difficult for me. I'm gonna, okay. So drama, I'm gonna say A Few Good Men, and then comedy, of course, I'm gonna go with Tommy Boy because I love Chris Farley. He's my dude. Love him to death.
What about the movie Drive? How do you feel about that? Oh, we're time up.
Oh, absolutely. But we'll give you the last question. Go ahead and answer.
Have you seen the movie Drive?
You're talking about the Nicolas Cage movie Drive? Is it Nicolas Cage?
No. It's got Ryan Gosling in it, and
I have seen it, but I only saw it once, and it definitely wasn't worth watching again, in my opinion.
Okay.
But that's
well. There you guys have it. Time is up, and thank you guys so much for doing the 3 minute sit the fuck down chair interview. Mark, great job. It just like riding a bike, you came right back, and the one we'll see another dynamic interview. So thank you guys so very much for that. I've learned some things that I'm not sure if I want to know or not, but they are now captured on video for all to see.
There's so much more.
And we have so many more episodes to catch up on all of those. So if you guys want to be interviewed in the awesome 3 minute sit the fuck down chair, shout out to our homeboy Lloyd Legacy Sharp for the idea. It's been thrilling us ever since he sent it to us. get at me in the inbox and we'll see what we can do. All right, it's off to our last game of the night, and this one is called Take a Hint. And Take a Hint is a fabulous game that yours truly created, mixing up all the games that I like Taboo and Charades and anything else. Always such a great game. So what we are going to do is we are going to take two contestants, and we're going to play our game of Tap In to find out who those two contestants are. So everybody gets a chance to play in this game. So let's see if we can get all of our cast back to the stream. And everybody, cameras off to do this last game. And we're going to need two people. So, yep, let me add everybody. Okay. I think everybody is on the screen. Hopefully nobody's. Oh, no. Here we go. All right. This is a very simple question, and it is going to be, what color means go?
Tap in.
Tap in.
Tap in.
Dang, JJ, you are killing us. You can only win $25. I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
$25.
play
That
against
is the
himself.
max. That is all we're giving out.
He wants
But,
it. He wants it. He go feed his
Let's
kids tonight.
go. What color means go?
Green.
That is absolutely correct. All right, JJ, you are contestant number one. Everybody else on the stream, cameras off, and JJ can't play this time, so somebody else can get in on
You
this.
mean JJ can't win this time? Is what you mean, actually?
Right? Yes. He can't play in this one. All right.
Let him
Right,
play
right.
Let's
himself.
see if
Tell the hints to
anybody
himself.
in the audience has given us a question. Let's go. Do. Oh, here's a good one from Michelle. All right. She's out there cooking with the questions. So here we go. Cameras off. Joey. No, there's no tap in because I didn't ask a question. I didn't say a word. I didn't
My
do
finger slipped.
I didn't do nothing. All right.
Oh Lord.
Okay, here
It's
we
funny.
go.
It's funny.
What time do we enter the green room?
Tap in.
Joey, leave.
Tap in.
Tap in. What
Tap.
time do we enter the green room?
About 12:30. Oh, you mean
Tap
when we
in.
enter this
Tap in.
time or at the beginning? It's
Yeah.
either 10 o'clock
We'll
Eastern
see.
Standard Time,
Uh,
12:30.
That's not even a real answer anyway.
We'll see. Yep. What's your answer?
Whenever the fuck Brenda gets there.
No, let's try somebody else. I don't know.
Tap in.
All
Your answer's
right,
unclear.
Steven.
10
What's
o'clock. 10
That
o'clock
is correct.
Eastern time at least. Or I don't know what time you guys got down there. Central time.
All of you are
Standard
wrong.
time.
It's when the show's over.
It is
It's
7.
when the show's over.
Nope. It is 7
That's what I
p.m.
answered.
Pacific Standard Time. Nope. When the show over is when we re-enter the green room. When we enter the green
Right.
room is at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time,
You're tricky.
10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 9
Look,
p.m.
correct.
Central. All right. So
Do we just
have-
want to give JJ the money?
There,
I'm good.
there's someone that committed suicide just now.
So
I
we
felt
have
it.
our two contestants, Stephen Douglas and JJ Jackson, and this game is called Take a Hint. And what's going to happen, JJ and Stephen, you guys are going to guess what number I'm thinking of from 0 to 10 to decide who's going to go first. Stephen.
3.
JJ.
You seem like a lady who loves the Lord, so I'm going to say 7.
Solid logic.
Well, JJ is correct again because it is 9:01 p.m. and the number I was thinking of is 9. So you are the closest. So which one of you will go first? Will it be yourself or Steven?
I don't know the rules of the game, so let's just have Steven go first so I could figure it out.
I love it. Steven is an OG around here. He's pretty good on all the games.
Okay.
All right, Steven. So this game is called Take a Hint. We have played this game before, but now we have put a little mix to it. Everybody in the studio will have a chance to give you a hint. You have literally 60 seconds to get as many hints as you can correct. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So everybody is going to think of something in their head. You're going to hurl your hints. You cannot say the name of the item, thought, or object, or whatever it is you're trying to do. And actually, we do have topics, so you can't say the name of it, but you can throw hints at him. Okay. Everybody got it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Steven, your topic is life is boring without fill in the blank. All right. So are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. And when he gets it right, you guys, put your finger on your nose and yell correct. Everybody understand?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Put us on
Joey
screen.
Lee, pitch your
Yeah.
hint.
What?
Pitch
my
your
hint.
hint.
Let's see. What was the question again? Sorry.
He has 60 seconds and you're wasting them.
Okay. Moo.
Cow.
Yes.
Finger on your nose and yell correct.
Correct.
Gotcha.
You need
Mark,
help.
Wife.
Divorce.
Screwed that up. Yeah, there you go.
Yup. Put your finger on your nose and yell correct.
Correct.
you got 30 seconds left and they are killing you. JJ,
Yeah, I
you
know.
don't get to ask one. Wait, Damien, go.
Vodka.
Screwdriver.
Got it. Correct.
Perfect. 15 seconds left. Malfunction junction, go.
Joint. Blunt. Spliff.
Correct.
Weed.
Correct.
The one we'll see.
Oh my God.
Somebody's eating an ice cream. Two-handed blowjob.
There you go. Oh yeah, I love it. You gotta have that. Oh wait, correct.
Time. 1, 2,
Two bags.
I said correct already. I did that.
and 4 and 5. So Stephen Douglas, you got 5 points on the board. So you got 5. All right, JJ. Now you see how the game goes. You have literally 60 seconds on the clock. We're going to start backwards. Where did Mark Kidwalk Britton go? Okay, he's on a break. All right, so we'll start with the
here.
one we'll see.
Yeah. Is it the same
I'm
question?
here.
Nope, it is this question.
Okay.
Betsy just a little slow. Name a movie quote that gives away the film without saying the title. 60 seconds on the clock.
I'm pretty fucking far from okay.
Oh, fuck. And now I'm mad because I know that movie, but I don't remember it.
You want me to do other quotes? Can I do that?
Yes.
Am I allowed to do that?
You are
Okay.
wasting time asking questions.
All right. Oh God, I can't. Hey, honey, buddy. You know what? God damn it. What's another one? Another line from it. Oh, damn it! A shot, Marvin.
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, correct.
Perfect. 30 seconds left. Malfunction Junction.
That's almost a minute.
Can't stop here. It's backcountry.
Give me more.
God damn. Did you see what God just did to us, man? God didn't do that. You did it. You're a fucking narcotics agent. I knew it.
Fucking Point Blank.
No.
Roadhouse. Any movie with Patrick Swayze. I don't know.
Next.
Next
yourself.
Damien.
Oh my God.
Ouch.
Kindergarten Cop.
Ouch.
Total Recall. Kindergarten
Don't
Cop.
get that. You need to kill yourself.
Ouch.
Really? He
No,
missed that?
E.T. Ouch. All right. Movie
Next.
quotes.
Next. Randy, pitch your hint.
Did I fire 5 shots or 6 shots? And all the mess I forgot.
Oh, Dirty
Dirty Harry.
Dirty Harry. That was
Correct.
bad. That was good though.
Correct.
Mark.
Who ordered the code red?
Oh, A Few Good Men.
There you go.
Yeah.
You gotta say correct.
Correct.
Perfect.
And touch your nose.
Joey.
Radar. O'Reilly.
Spaceballs.
Correct.
MASH.
Correct, Mash.
Okay. You literally only got 2 points before the time ran out, but I was just so curious about whatever else everybody
That
else
was
had to say. Sorry.
Oh, fuck.
I was just way curious. Like, I couldn't let that go. All right. So, Steven has 5 points from this game, and JJ has 2 points. So, very nice. All right. We are going to keep it on trucking. Oh, gosh. To You Say Trivia, an interactive trivia game. And this is where you in the listening audience tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond can pose. Oh, I'm sorry. No, we're going to pick the person, and Mark Britton is going to pick the person. I got to get used to him being around. All right. I'm such a mic hog.
Yeah.
So, Mark Britton, you are going to, is he there? Hello?
Yeah, he's there.
Yes, I am here.
Okay, there he is. Now I can see his face. I couldn't see anything but the couch there for a second. All right. Yeah, it was weird. So all of the cast besides the last person, besides Tony, out of everybody left, who is going to ask the second trivia question?
The second trivia question will be asked by the Will C.
Why him?
Because he's an odd character. He
Yes.
said something about getting kicked off Facebook for saying that he would do a machete murder if he had to plan a mass murder. I just think that's some odd commenting.
Right.
All right. That's a good reason, Mark. All right.
Was I wrong? Was I wrong?
No, that's 100%, and that's so awesome. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate you.
All right. No, because I was
That's
like,
beautiful.
What the hell?
Yeah. No, yeah. What was really disturbing is when me and my son were in the camping section at Walmart trying to get.
Focus.
Okay, I mean, I thought the focus was to be funny, but I guess if I can't do that, go ahead.
You're replacing me.
Trivia question. You can do all the funny stuff after the trivia question.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So What special did George Carlin talk about balancing the budget with prison farm reality shows? Was it New in Town, Back in Town, or My Town?
My Town.
No yelling out the answer. We'll see. Repeat the question and the answers.
Yeah.
Sure. What special did George Carlin talk about balancing the budget with prison farm reality shows? Was it New in Town, Back in Town, or My Town?
All right. You guys heard the question. You guys have the answers. So go ahead, 30 seconds on the clock. Discuss, and then once you come to an answer, turn your cameras off, yell locked in. Remember, if you guys get it correct, he wins no points. If you guys get it wrong, you give him the big 5. So let the conversations begin.
All I saw.
I'm
when I
pretty
was
sure it's
14
My
was-
Town. I know my George Carlin.
Yeah.
I'm not a Carlin fan.
The only one I saw when I was 14 was his 7 Dirty Words You Can't Say on TV. That was
Yeah,
his
I
classic
wasn't a
album,
Carlin
I
fan.
think.
I just really, I never got the titles of his specials. I just watched the fucking VHS tapes. So
I listened to
I'm
the
really
albums.
locked in on
My
everything you got.
Town.
My Town, lock it
It's
in.
My Town.
My Town.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it's
lock
My
it in.
Town. I
Sure,
guarantee you.
Sure,
Locked
lock it
in.
in.
Locked in. Randy said that with such confidence.
Yeah, he did.
Sorry about that, Steven. Yes. All right. But Steven, no, turn your camera back on because it's your turn to talk. I heard a lot of going back and forth. So can you tell me what the team's answer was? And do you agree?
Yeah, I think it's My Town. They all agreed it was My Town. I think that's it.
I have never even seen that. My Town. Okay, something to look up. All right, well, let's see if we got it correct. The one we'll see. Tell us the answer and give us a little background.
It is actually called Back in Town. And it's, in my opinion, it is a 101 of stand-up comedy. If you want to learn how to write stand-up, how to write jokes, Back in Town by George Carlin is an album to sit down and listen to again and again and again so you can learn about joke structure. It is a fabulous freaking album. The cover of it on the CD was a stick man farting. It's beautiful. But Back in Town is the answer.
Okay, well, I think that was what they said. They just couldn't.
No, they said My Town.
My Town.
Yep. That's
Oh,
My
you
Town.
would give that as an answer?
So
My
I
Town?
stumped them.
Yeah,
I got
you
them.
stuck them, so you get 5 points on the board. 5 points
Which
on
goes
the
to
board.
show you, Carlin was not a comics comic. Huh? That's what I'm thinking.
I think
Or we
his-
would have
his
remembered.
best
Come on.
was
We would have.
the 7 words you
Okay.
can't say on TV or whatever. That
Yes.
was his ultimate album.
That was the
Okay.
only thing I
So
was.
now
Listen
that-
to it on vinyl.
I'm with you, Joey. I'm as autistic as you, Joey. I'm with you.
Yeah. We were 14 listening to that. While you were taking drugs, we were listening to George Carlin. Say tits.
It is.
Okay, he gets to pick what? What's he gonna do?
3 minutes of
Oh.
comedy.
Or something else. He can choose
Well, I
that.
think
too.
we should let
No, I
Mark.
want to see him comedy. No,
Let's
something else.
let's let Mark pick like he did the other person.
Let's do let's let you guys all pick what you want to hear. If you want to hear
Wait, no,
comedy or if you want to hear the other.
He won, so he gets to choose if he wants to do the other or comedy. If he chooses
Oh, yeah,
the other,
that's
we
right,
can
he
choose
does.
what that is. Brenda,
That's
for
right.
suckers,
So
she
you
said
got-
fuck
you
it and left.
Yeah, do you
I
got
don't
three?
blame
Do
her.
you got 3 minutes of
she's
any
in the
other talent
bathroom.
besides comedy?
Technical
You got
difficulties.
Oh yeah, I definitely can.
3 minutes of other thing besides comedy that you do? Anything?
Yeah,
else?
it's kind of like an act out, I guess.
Okay. I want to see
If
that.
you know what
for
I'm
Chris.
saying?
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Let's
So,
do it.
the thing that I always think is interesting about Westerns is in the old Westerns, people took their time to die. You know what I'm saying? Like in the movies today, it's huge explosions, rapid gunfire, people die instantly. But in those old Westerns, people took their time to die because they got stuff to say. And the first thing you always have to say is, "Oh, you shot me." You have to announce that you've been shot. Like no one's gonna figure this out otherwise, you know. But then what's the next thing that happens? You tell Timmy that he's gonna have to go on the drive with the herd this year. You tell my wife Mabel, you know woman. It don't matter that she started out as a whore. She been a good mama to our 6 boys. One last thing before I fade off. This is a wild blue y'all do. You remember that train robbery in 1969? That was me an old time or two ago. Now you listen to me. You listen good. We buried the money. We buried it. It's 10 paces past the outhouse. The old.
Time's up.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much.
That was good. That
Are
was
you
good.
dead yet?
Appreciate that. Yeah, no, that was it. He was died. He died. He's dead now. I always get so sweaty when I die. That's an interesting thing that happens.
You forgot to say that you did it.
What'd you think, Mark?
Well, that's the final. You know, like that's and I fade away. I fade off screen. You know, like dude, when I do that in the club, I will literally drag myself around the feet of the crowd. It is so fun. Like it's always that's my closer. I close with that a lot. So I appreciate the opportunity.
Hey, give a shout out to the Academy, I guess.
Right.
We're
Thank
waiting
you.
for Brenda
Thank
to
you.
come back from the restroom or wherever she is.
Well, I have to say, I give a shout out to Mark Britton because actually Mark is one of the first comedians that I opened for that I saw do a vast amount of characters. Dude, I remember opening for you at Nitwich 20 years ago. You're one of the most amazing character impressionists I've ever seen, dude. Like, and even Bobby Lee, I've heard Bobby Lee give you love at being one of the best in the game, dude. So, like, shout out to you for real, because people like you show guys like me how to do it, because, like, you make it look easy.
Okay, the stage is yours still.
Oh, is it? Okay. I didn't.
Yeah, you want to juggle or?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Or?
I didn't know there was going to be so many requirements this evening.
Okay,
but
here's the question.
I don't really juggle because I only have one testicle. It's a little hard to juggle with just one ball. It's just tossing.
Did John Wayne ever die in a movie?
Yes, of course he did. He died in the Cowboys. And actually, I think there was another war movie that he died in as well. But that's actually my favorite John Wayne film. And my father hated that I loved that movie because it was one of the only movies he died in.
Well, also where he had cancer, he died at the end where he got shot. He killed everybody.
What happened? Where'd you go?
So
Brenda's back.
I am
Yay!
not going to repeat myself. Please stop talking over me. I cannot yell. I am not you. Everybody but you. And everybody who was doing it. Do not jump in front of the bullet. I hate that I have to do it while we are live. But if you guys continue to make me struggle to keep the show on track, we are going to be here all night. Now, I love you guys, love to hang out with you, but I'm sure I don't want to be here all night. So please wait till I ask the question. Don't just take over the show like I didn't say nothing. Please wait and respect the sound of my voice. If you can't do that, please go ahead and exit the screen, because we are already an hour and 46 minutes. You guys have already taken up 15 additional minutes of the show with nothing that had anything to do with the show. So please stop making me yell. I have roommates and they're gonna kick me out. So stop that.
All
right.
the respect.
Now
You
I'm
wasn't
going
on.
to take over my show again. And now the one will see. Great stuff. I was over here eating popcorn and watching what you were doing. So go ahead for the people who want to see more of this, and let them know where they can find you.
Yeah, the easiest way to find me is definitely my link tree, the one we'll see, just spelled out like you see it here. And that'll get you to pretty much everything that I do, which is comedy, music, poetry, all kinds of stuff. Check me out on Linktree. Appreciate you. And thanks for having me, Brenda. You're amazing. And thank you, Mark Britton, for being here. You're awesome as well.
You guys are all amazing. I just cannot keep stripping my voice and trying to run the show. I need you guys to listen and to follow the instructions. I actually denied people to be on the show because I didn't think that they could follow instructions. And I really don't want to yell. So my guest over here, my celebrity co-host, he hasn't had a chance to say crap because the mic is always being overturned. And I feel that that is disrespectful because he is giving you guys his time. I said, I feel. I don't care what nobody else feel. I feel that is disrespectful because I want to hear what he has to say. That's why I invited him to the show. Okay? All right. So, Mark, now that you have seen this 3 minutes of other, what do you think as it pertains to the World Series of Comedy? What do you think?
I like it. I like his style. I like what he's done, and that was a great compliment that you gave to me. Well, Brenda, I don't think any of us heard you earlier. Your mic was turned off or mute accidentally or something, but I didn't hear you in my headset. I don't know if anybody else heard you in their headset, so sorry about the confusion.
Oh no, I didn't turn off the mic until I was tired of talking and struggling and trying to get back in and take back over the mic. So then I just shut up and let what happened take place, which I'm gonna clip and add to our greatest clips because it was good. Not saying it wasn't good. Not saying it wasn't funny. Not saying it wasn't some of the greatest fucking programming ever. It's just that we have a certain allotted time, and I was trying to get through the show, but I guess not. So, but what do you think? Does he have a shot at the World Series of Comedy?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if he, with stuff like that, he didn't crack character or nothing. They both came prepared. Well, I mean, the other guy said that he's just off the top, but he just seems like a character to begin with. And this guy right here, he came prepared too.
Oh,
Thanks,
you like that prepared stuff, huh? You like for them to be prepared. Okay, very
well.
Cool.
You have to hit the audience. You have to hit them quick. I tell people you got to start with your opening, with your closing stuff on these 5-minute sets that you do for the World Series of Comedy. You can't go up and say, "Hey, how you guys doing? Hey, what's going on?" You know what I mean? Or Hey, round of applause for everybody else. You're wasting time. As the judge, we want to hear you go into a joke direct. And if that
Yeah.
first joke is like your closer, that's probably what's going to get our attention.
Right.
Okay. Well, y'all hear some very good information. Please use this to your benefit, because I've heard the World Series of Comedy come out of a lot of people's mouths, and they want to get on that show and do that. So please take what he says to heart and make sure that you use all that you can that he is espousing. Look at me using my word of the day. All right. So in the interest of time, we now have to skip past the other game and the other trivia question and go straight to the end of the show, which is the shout out portion, which is where we definitely shout out to those who have had something to do with us in the world of comedy and had something, kind of some hands-on with us. We're all going to take 30 seconds to let this happen. And then at the end, you will tell us how many points that you have, and also of the cast, who gets your golden shout out award. Okay, everybody got that? I hope so. Mark, you've been so patient and so sweet. I'm going to let you go first. 30 seconds on the clock. Shout out.
Shout out to all the guys that were on the cast tonight. I think everyone did great, and it was really an interesting night. I'm happy to be a part of this.
Wasn't it interesting, Mark? It was like, this was an episode that I wouldn't even have ever dreamed of. Like, I don't know if I'm mad or not, or because it was so funny, it was so good, but I was like, oh my God, we're going to be here forever. So interesting indeed. And thank you so much for taking your time out of your night to come and hang out and chat with us and play some games. How many points did you have?
I had 0, I think. I didn't have any points.
Uh-oh.
I've been there. Been there, man.
We're gonna have to get you on another episode so you get you some points. All right. As always, we definitely shout you out. Like I said, thank you for coming by.
Sure.
And who gets your golden shout out award out of the cast?
The one we'll see.
Okay, and why him?
I think it was the most memorable performance of the night when he did his death scene. That was pretty funny. It was good stuff.
Good stuff. So congratulations, Will, the one we'll see, for getting one golden shout out for the night, and all of these will make sense in the aftermath. All right, Mark, we get to ask every newbie that comes across our stream the same 3 questions. Are you ready for yours?
Sure.
Number 1, did you have a good time?
Absolutely. Yeah, it was a good time. It was fun.
Okay. Number 2, did the show meet the invitation expectations?
I think it exceeded it. It was a really good vibe with all the guys and everybody, trying to make each other laugh. I thought it was pretty good.
Oh my God, it was great. But I need some women. Hello, ladies. Where you at? Like Jesus. All right. Number 3, and most important to us. So are you listening? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Number 3, will you come back and join us for another episode so you can get some points on the stream?
I don't know. I'm going to have to think about it. To sleep on that one.
Well, you think about it, and because tonight was, but you need some points. And all of this, like I said, will make sense. We're like a game park, and you get to turn your points in for different things. So
okay,
you come and make them, and then you get to redeem them. Well, Mark, it was amazing having you tonight, and thank you for being so patient. And I'm sorry you didn't get any points.
It's no problem.
All right, JJ Jackson, 30 seconds on the clock. Shout out.
Shout out. I think I will go to
Wait. You get 30 seconds to shout out anybody who's had anything to do with you in the world of comedy. And then after you finish that, you get to tell us how many points you have and who gets your golden shout out.
I want to shout out to Mark Britton as well, who gives great advice on comedy and joke writing. And I also want to shout out to Eric Hawkins at Loonies. And I would like to shout out you for giving me this opportunity to do this and have a good time.
Oh my gosh. It's a better time, I promise you. Episode 2 for you is always the better one now that you know what you're doing. And you're really good. You're a fast learner. So congratulations on the win. Go ahead and tell us how many points you had.
I had 22 points. I should have had more, but people are slow with their quotes.
The worst part is he's not wrong.
I know. Like I just looked at someone who was high for 30 seconds while they thought of stuff.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
All right.
It wasn't the meth guy. It wasn't the meth guy he was talking about.
We certainly shout out to you, sir. And also, I believe Mark Britton is the person who brought you to us. So shout out to you, Mark. Thank you so much. JJ, you are fantastic, quick-witted, and funny as shit. So good for you. All right. So who gets your golden shout out for tonight?
I want to give it out. I love One Will See a bit. I want to give it to Malfunction Junction because anyone who's lived through meth and is willing to wreck a car for my enjoyment deserves an award. So.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, we get to ask you the same 3 questions that we ask all of the comedians that come across our stream. Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right. Number 1. Did you have a good time?
I did have a good time.
All right.
I enjoyed it.
I almost had a heart attack, but I'm glad that you had a good time.
That was part of the good time. I like listening to chicks chew dudes out.
There's a site for that
right now. You know, like this just
Wait a minute. I definitely did not. I simply gave you guys the floor for 15 minutes. And then I merely said, please let me have my mic back so I can finish the show.
Yeah, you had to check us. I know how it goes. We need checking. We need it.
Well, you know what, JJ? You know what? One of the fantastic parts about this show is I think you guys come to the show more so to see each other than you do to see me. And no matter what I say, I know I get a little cross sometimes, but I love the fact that you guys make friends. I like that you make friends, and I like that you guys hang out and definitely start building relationships outside of what you already have. So that's all a part of growing and glowing up. So I do enjoy that. I just want to get through this episode before 3 hours.
Oh, I feel
anyway.
I do appreciate you. I appreciate what you're doing here. It's awesome. I like the whole idea.
Oh, thank you. Well, that answers number 2. That's what I was going to ask. So great job speeding up things. And number 3, of course, most important to us. Will you come back and join us for another episode?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Awesome. All right. Dark comedy, here we come. Randy Holton, 30 seconds. Shout out.
I would like to shout out to this Punka thing here that lets me spew out my whatever trash 24/7. I can 24/7. I can spew out whatever I want to spew out, and that this phone gets it done.
Well, shout out to all of your old devices, Randy. And if you're like me and Betsy Jr., we're going to have to see if we can rebuild her engine here, because as of, I believe it is October 2025, Windows 10 will no longer be updated or looked after. And they're like, get yourself a life, go ahead and update. We're gonna have to see what we gonna see. But Randy, thank you so much, and shout out to you again, like I said, for coming by all these episodes. You're my ride or die, and I just love you to death. So how many points did you have, and who gets your golden shout out?
I'm at the big goose egg still. I'm on the schneid, as Chris Berman says. I'm riding on the schneid.
Oh,
well, goose egg. I'm gonna hatch that goose egg one day.
One of these days. But who gets your golden shout out?
JJ, always kicking everybody's ass. I mean, geez.
Absolutely, he was. He's quick on that button. So yeah. Well, again, I think that is a very good choice, Randy, and yeah, come back and visit us again, as I know you will, or at least I have a really good idea that you will. So we'll see you on the next one. Stephen Douglas, go ahead and shout out.
Big shout out for you, Brenda Brown, for putting this all together. Good, nice shout out to all the new guys tonight. Welcome back, Mark, Britton. Love to have you here as always. Fantastic getting to know you a little bit. My golden shout out for tonight, and I got 5 points. So my golden shout out tonight is going to go to Malfunction Junction. I loved the meth bit on feeding cats to his dealer. I thought that was just top notch, and I would build on that, make a set out of that, and get on stage and let it rip. I think that would be just fantastic.
Oh my God, Malfunction Junction, you got a fan for that set. Right on.
Definitely.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Stephen Douglas. Shout out to you. I'm sorry I was a little late with the link, but as you can see, I was dealing with all the new guys being added to the set. But we love you, and we love Michelle. Shout out to Michelle. Thanks for the questions. And you got 5 points, but like I said, you didn't win. But however, those points will be redeemable at a certain time in this series. So make sure you keep up with everything and come back and join us to get some more points. Next up, we got, cool. Next up, we got Damien. Shout out.
What's up? Shout out to all the new guys. It's good to see people that have been to an AA meeting. Let's see, the guy up in the far right corner. Your 3 minutes of something else. I really liked the lack of control. It was absolutely amazing how fun that was, and how you kept it all together towards the end, especially with Brenda coming down on you. I mean, that can be tough. I know. 9 months of being on this show, she'll come at you at all angles. And that's why you got to give a shout out to Brenda, always keeping us in line. We get out of trouble. Sometimes people tell me to shut up. Maybe I ain't saying all the right things. Maybe I could be high right now. Maybe I could be the one on meth, like Mr. Klein was talking about. I don't know. But my golden shout out's got to go out to JJ. Your wit is pretty spot on. And you have me cracking up, bro. I'd have you on one of my stages anytime.
Right on. How many points did you commandeer, Damien?
I got 1.
Okay. 1 is always good. All right, Malfunction Junction, shout out.
I would first like to give a shout out to mine and JJ's moms for not being able to postpartum correctly. I want to shout out to Jesus for fat bitches and cake, and the guy that said, you know, the what's say fat bitches like riding a moped. It's fun to somebody see you do it. The guy that invented that saying, I got material because he's never been on a moped. It's fun all the fucking time. So shout out to him. And also you, Brenda Brown, for having me on the show and tolerating my bullshit.
Oh my gosh. Always, anytime, all the time. I told you from the first breath you took on my screen that you were a star, and I meant it, and I'm going to see that it happens. How many points did you come out with?
Today, somebody lied to me and said I could take my helmet off before I went outside. I didn't get not a fucking one.
Well, you can always come back and earn some. Dang it. And make sure you bring your helmet next time. But okay, who gets your golden shout out?
I'm gonna have to give my shout out to JJ. He looked like somebody that probably has survived the Tide Pod Challenge at least once. Yeah, he's witty as fuck, and I'd love the opportunity to perform with him. He seemed like somebody to collaborate with. Hit me up later, dude. I know your face.
Let's go to the police.
Well, Malfunction Junction, you
scared of me.
proved, as everybody else does prove, that you do not have to wait until you get on stage with a mic in your hand to be funny and to be memorable. So thank you so much for proving my point. And next up is the one we'll see.
That's me.
Yep. Go ahead and shout out.
Okay. First off, I want to shout out my parents for the terrible way in which they raised me. They pretty much gave me no choice but to become hilarious or fucking kill myself. So I appreciate that. That was very nice of you. Also want to give a shout out to my wife who puts up with all the jokes that I have about how bad I want to fuck a transgender person. So that's sweet of her to do that. That's really nice. I just want to give a shout out to Dan Bublitz Jr. for showing me what mediocre comedy and pettiness looks like. So shout out to him as well. Just want to say big shout out to the Comedy Writers Guild, which I recently have gotten a part of. It's a really cool place. And I will get some of those people to come here as well, Brenda. And big shout out to you and everything you're doing, Brenda. You're doing a wonderful job with this. It's such a fun show. I got 8 points today, and I'm gonna give my golden shout out. I don't know if I can do this. Can I give it to Mark's hairline? Not Mark Britton, but the other Mark. I want to give a shout out to Mark's hairline for how fast it's receding away from its face. It's going so fast it left skid marks. That's crazy. I've never seen a hairline do that before. That's
like the R.E.M. lead singer from Wish.
Well,
thank you very much.
He already said he might come back and join us, so I think this put the nail in our coffin. But it doesn't matter.
I'm really good at doing that. I'm great at doing that.
We shout you out. The one we'll see. I begged and begged and begged, and I'm so happy that you didn't give up and came back to us.
Thank you.
And if we have to be the medium, lucky for us that we can facilitate your comedy. And as you can see, you can have just as much fun inside as you can outside. And yeah, you come back all the time, anytime, and just make sure you're here. Okay, just make sure
I appreciate you
that you're here. We love you.
Love
all
you
right.
too.
Mark Kidwalk Britton, go ahead and shout out.
Yes, I'd like to shout out to everybody who was here tonight, and thank you, Steven, for putting my Dragon Ball Z blaze up. I know that was awesome. You actually officially kissed my ass more than Joey did last time. doing that. I don't know. Joey held it in this time. I was very proud of Joey. He didn't get giddy or show me too much man love tonight. So I was very happy that that didn't transpire. And my Will, thank you very much for the compliment. A shout out to you for that compliment. That was a very awesome compliment. 20 years ago. That was. I'd love to work with you again. I hope we get to work together again because I see you've got a great sense of humor still going on. And then the golden shout out goes to my buddy JJ, who is my best friend and has never let me down on any gig that I've ever gotten him. In fact, I let him do a guest set at my gig in El Paso, and he murdered it. And he always takes my advice, and he always is very complimentary and tells me how the advice worked for him. And so I've been, and I never knew he was this witty at this. I was very surprised and very happily pat on the back to him. So, and a shout out to you, Brenda, for bringing us all together. It was very fun.
Oh, you're always welcome. Me and you, Mark Britton, we are going to do some fantastic things with this show. Just keep coming back your one time a month or more if you want, and keep sending these people, because shout out to you for JJ Jackson. I didn't know how it was going to work. I really didn't, because his answers were like dark comedy, and I was like, oh Lord, it's going to be another white man shaking his man thong at me, and I don't know if I can take it. But it indeed wasn't, and it was indeed great. And thank you for taking your time. I know you have 9 million other things to do, but thank you for taking the time to come here and hang out with us.
Yes, thank you for having me. And we'll see you in about a month.
Yeah, and you'll have to inbox me and tell me the dates again, because, yeah, I didn't write them down. But last but certainly not least, my favorite Jabberjaw of the night, Joey Lee. Go ahead and shout out. And remember, 30 seconds.
Okay. Well, one of the things that happened is on Sunday, I went to see Frank Caliendo, who does a lot of voices. And I thought of Mark while I was there, like, do you know each other? And then I saw, posts from your Comic-Con. And then thanks to my my TikTok people, I'm starting a new character. Uh-oh. Hello there. This is Joey Lee's brother. Anyways,
oh God.
And plus the thing that straws in my nose, the TikTok people picked that up as a cool thing. So between my TikTok and Frank Caliendo, and of course, Mark Britton, who is always, always helping me get better. And I don't know why you find a time for a bum like me, but I definitely appreciate you so much. So it's kind of been sort of a character development week, sort of, with all those different influences. So I really, really appreciate that. Pardon me?
That's
well,
awesome.
Joey Lee, as always, we couldn't do it without you. And so thank you so much for coming by before your TikTok hours.
I got banned, by the way, so I can't go back till Sunday.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh gosh!
But it's
well,
fun. And my golden ticket, I guess, my golden ticket, is that what we're calling them?
First your points. How many points?
Oh, I had 527, I think. Yeah. Or 0, one of the two. I think it was 0. This color, it was this. 0.
And definitely your golden shout out goes to who?
My golden shout out is probably completely different than everybody else's, but I want to give the golden shout out to Randy. Randy comes here faithfully every week, and he supports all of us. Sometimes he doesn't get a lot of airtime, but he still keeps coming, and I'm really, really, really grateful for him. We can't forget about Randy. So thank you, Randy.
Thank you, Joey.
Aw, Look at the bonds being built. I love it. And yes, definitely shout out to you and Randy and Damien and Malfunction Junction. All of you guys, thank you guys for supporting the show. We could not do it without you. There would be no airtime for nobody for no reason if you guys didn't do what you do for me and the show. So I want everybody here on the count of 3 to say thanks, y'all. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you
Hey,
all.
thanks, y'all.
Yay! And with that being said, of course, my shout out goes to Joey Lee because he's still in my picture. But it actually goes out to the whole cast of the night. Thank you guys so much for taking the time. I tried my best to shape the show into 2 hours, but we're at 2 hours and 15 minutes and 50 some seconds. So thank you all. Joey Lee, Mark 1, Mark Britton 2, JJ Jackson, Randy Holton, Damien, Malfunction Junction, the one Will See, and Stephen Douglas and his sidekick Michelle. So thank you guys all for coming out and listening to what we have to say, especially the people who are tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond. We'd be sitting here talking to ourselves if it wasn't for you guys. Shout out to the 500 views and the 1,000 views. You guys keep on tuning in. Our next episode is Sunday, 420 Puff Puff Pass or Easter Passover, whichever one you want to do. But that will be our next show. We will be dark on Friday, y'all, due to the fairly new comic experience being in town. Shout out to my boy Andrew Bryant. He's coming to do some fantastic crap in Vegas. And yours truly gets to be a comedy critic on the show. So I'm super excited. Eventbrite, fairly new comic contest. Get your tickets. Gonna be a whole lot of fun. And this one is shout out to Phil Strickland and the gang. Art of the Republic. I think I got that. Art of the Republic plus the vibe. And all the comedians that help out with that squeaky clean comedy show, including our very own Joey Lee. Doors open, all that information is right there. So if you are in the area, please get your tickets and use the hashtag SNDC as your coupon code, because you get a discount if you say my name. So love you guys all. This is Brenda Brown, aka the Chocolate Child, and we are out of here. But stay tuned to the green room. That's when all the magic goes down.
Are you ready?